What up, guys? New Wistoria Chronicles. Getting right into it. TV section. Wistoria, Wand and Sword, season 2, episode 6. I foretold it. I told y'all. It's cool the moment as it was last week for Will to get in and be recognized by the people in the town in Rye Garden. That's great and all. I literally felt just like White Clover with Asta, where that's great. You've made it this far to the first test. Now prove your worth, because nobody's picked you. The same way Asta had to in the first 20 episodes in Black Clover. They're looking at Will and saying the same thing. Nobody's picked you up yet because they don't know what you're really worth. Prove them wrong. Defeat somebody. And it really is posed the same question with Will. I think very funny for Julius. I don't know if I believe that it's just because of Elfie not liking him because of how he treated Will, but I mean, it could be that petty. But everybody else saying, oh, if it wasn't ice magic. I don't think ice magic is just good for ice factions. I feel like it can be great for fire. It can be great for teaching people a lot of things and helping out in moments where your fucking faction's abilities don't work out in the moment. Can we have a team of everybody and already foretelling that Will's gonna make them all a random like Avengers type team when he needs them? Like, hey, fire, ice, earth, lightning, we're all gonna do this together. Like, duh, because they're already best friends. So anyway, I told you guys I knew it would be Will having to flex. I didn't think it would be against golems and big monsters. I thought it might have been against actual students, maybe against each other, the same way Black Clover went. I actually really tried to formulate, but anyway, it's still really strong monsters who in any other day would take out probably all of them if they were still in the academy. So it's a moment where you really are asking yourself, everybody's worried, Julius is doing his thing, and of course he's naturally gifted, so much natural talent. Of course, he's going to get recruited, and we know it's going to happen from where we're going to see. I think Darkness might take him, and that would be really crazy, and it might have a crazy spin. We'll see. Anyway, they weren't flashing to Will, so my heart immediately knew that Will was doing some crazy shit. He was ready to figure it out, and he was analyzing. They knew. Liana, Colette, already calling it out. No, we know what Will's doing. We know what Will's doing. Like, obviously he's studying, and he's gonna learn and figure it out. And that's exactly what he did. That's literally what he did in mid-motion. He figured it out, puts on his glasses, and thanks Rosti. Takes his sword that he got from Mr. Dunan, since fuck, I don't even know how to say his name. I don't want to say it wrong. I think I just said it wrong anyway. Whatever. Getting that wonderful sword that has the Whis inside of it, so he can constantly like pull magic from things he needs to, or a magic attack he can actually use it and relay it, which literally is turning into Black Clover, with Asta being able to absorb things with Demon Dweller and then throw them back and hit them back. It's kind of really cool and really cool with the similarities. But again, all of those things don't make you great, and Will just being badass as fuck makes him great. Will just stepping up and rising to a challenge again makes him that fucking wonderful. He took out 4 of those big old things. Julius took out 3 or 4. I think it'll be Will, Julius, and one sleeper that we're not seeing right now is what I think is going to happen in the next episode when they're up against snakes, and they want them to show teamwork too, I bet, not just strength, because I bet that's Julius's weakness. They haven't exactly said why nobody wanted him. They've kind of just hinted, and I bet next episode they'll probably let us know fully, like, no, it's because Julius, for all of his talent, all of his greatness, there's too much selfishness, too much of him taking care of himself and not worried about anybody else, and we need him to kind of mature a little bit. So in a mid-motion moment, kind of hope he can work with somebody in Will who he truly does respect, but still wants to find a way to not like in his heart. So I think they'll work together next episode. It'll be really fun to watch, and we'll see how that unfolds. Again, with Elfie, knew that she was sad because I figured she wasn't going to be able to just recruit Will. They always do that for the star-crossed lovers and the stories that we want so much. They always do that, where you think it's right there, it's going to happen next episode. It's, oh, just kidding, she can't even recruit him. So I do wonder what happens after he flexes in this episode and the next. I wonder if she's able to recruit him, or if somebody comes in and snatches him so that he can't be next to her, which I don't think is going to stop him if she's ever in need, but you know what I mean. Like, they're going to definitely cross and do things together and projects together and work against each other and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I really hope she's able to grab him, because he's able to absorb anybody's magic, so it really should play into anybody's hand, and hopefully he does it. Like, we'll definitely see, because I think that some of these factions probably have nefarious ideas with Will's abilities too, so he's not just going to be in safe spaces, it's definitely going to be him trying to always elevate and prove himself and blah 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 blah. He doesn't have magic, he doesn't deserve to be here, he's a sword, why could he ever be here? And Shion's the one telling him, hey man, shit ain't sweet. The colorless, y'all. The colorless garden. When they get there, Glorias, when they get, why are they called Glorias? I have no idea. Like glorious, but like a play on it, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's the Mage Queen. Maybe her name is Gloria. I don't know. Anyway, they were so excited to get them all white and how nice they looked and blah 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 blah. And then to get up there and see the colorless garden and like it and how pretty it is and really enjoy it. But then I thought it was them not liking looking at Will and Wignall with stank faces because they didn't like them because they were new and they were fresh. And then when you get up there and you talk to Clary, you see that it's not because of that, it's because this is where you stay. Good job, you ascended to the tower, but you thought this tower was going to be everybody in this tower is great, everybody in this tower is just excellent. This is the first floor for a reason. Hopefully you don't stay here, but it is purgatory, it is wand purgatory, it is, what'd they say? Waste of magic, a garden of waste of magic or something. It was so heartbreaking. Worthless. Yes, Clary said you're basically worthless here. And I was just like, oh. So they're so excited about graduating and everything, and I felt that was gonna happen anyway. So excited about graduating and what comes next, being smacked in the face with, oh yeah, like no, good job, you guys made it to the tower, but if you don't like step up, you'll be trapped on that first floor forever. Good job making it to the tower. Your parents will be happy, but you won't, because you'll lend help whenever the higher ups need it, whenever they ask you for help. You will help higher mages, you will help Magi Commanders, you will help whoever has higher ranking than you, because when you only have white, it means you never ascended because nobody wanted you. So I immediately feel like a villain arc in there where somebody didn't ascend when they really wanted to, or close to some of the greats like Wergner and Ed and blah blah blah, and they eventually reinvent themselves and work their way up, and then it's all revenge. I definitely cannot wait to see how the villain arc goes. But yeah, this episode primes everybody again, if you're just now walking in, to remind yourselves or to learn what Will is, how clever this man is through all of the things he doesn't have. His strength, his willpower, if you would, courage, really does lead him to do things people don't even think is possible. People giving up before the fighting's even started, before they've even tried to outthink the monsters they're facing. Will's already tinkering, Will's already trying to guess what the next step should be, and it's magnificent to watch. It really is. It's one of those, let them know, Will. Let them know. Make them remember, because that's not a real thing, that you didn't get up here because of how great you were. You got up here because of how much you did with how little you had. A beautiful sword that snapped in half when you were facing a Devander that was impossible to defeat if you didn't have Whis, and just too many things that he's already done. So it's kind of, this is like a blip in the map. And I love the soulmate telepatry with him and Elfie, where he's just like, is that what that look was earlier? You saying that you were sorry you couldn't recruit me, but it's okay. I'll make it to where you're standing on my own 2 feet. I was like, did I read that right? You're standing on my own 2 feet? No, I'm standing on my own 2 feet. You're standing on my own 2 feet. Like, I will be everything to protect you. My goal in life is to make sure you're okay. Which I still think is so crazy because of Colette and how he brings up Rosti and is so excited, but in the same moment is like, I'm coming, Elfie. And Colette feels like she's always going to be in love with Will, but no, she can't have him. And it's interesting. It's a very interesting dynamic. And again, once they get up into their factions, I just wonder how the training goes. I assume it's going to be probably a training arc at the end, for going into the end of this season, and then maybe a big bad comes in and targets one of the weaker factions or some of the weaker people on the colorless garden, or I don't know how that goes, but I just feel like there's going to be some kind of conflict at the end while they're doing the montage of growing and learning about how to be better with their abilities and their factions. And again, my only worry with Will is no matter what faction he gets into, if it's not Ice for Elfie where he would actually get preferential treatment, it's going to be Earth or Fire or Lightning where they don't give a shit about him, and they'll find a way to put him down because he doesn't have any magic. What can he do? Kind of moments. And again, it's going to be a moment just like Asta ran into 1,000 times in Black Clover. Wow, your magic doesn't work against them. Your magic is useless. Enter my dope ass sword. Enter my dope ass instincts. Excited to see it. Here we go. It's episode 6. So we should be halfway through the season now. I would say 12 episodes should be the moniker for the number we're going to get. So halfway through, I'm really happy with where it's priming us to go. Hope it doesn't give us like 3 episodes of filler and then all of a sudden things get interesting. I hope it's like 1.5 episodes of filler into crazy things, because even this going into the next episode is going to be fun, but it's not necessarily impactful on like what else is going to unfold down the road. So we're going to see. But alright guys, this has been Midwest Brownboy Chronicles. I am your Midwest Brownboy, Jalen Brownford. Thank you for watching any of my videos. Like and subscribe. You guys have a good week. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace and love always.